Hey everybody, Chevy Nobody Else's Auto. Welcome back tonight, and let's look at some more random cool iron in the new yard. Start off with the 79 Cadillac, big old sedan DeVille. Once again, we're getting into some of this 70s and 80s stuff, and a lot of people are saying, well, I wouldn't want to mess with that. Well, there again, car's over 40 years old, it's an antique, and the guys that still have them or want to fix one or have a nice clean original car that need a few pieces for, there's not much left out there. This car's pretty much intact. I mean, other than the rubber bumper fillers have fallen out of it, but most of the trim's there, front end's still all there, interior's still all in it. Lots of knick-knack pieces on these cars that you just can't get anymore and you just can't find. So there again, the 70s and 80s stuff, I have no problem keeping it around because there's guys that need this stuff. Nose is all still in it. Come over here to the other side, kind of the same thing, some dings and dents, but overall, not a terrible old car, especially if you need parts for it. So definitely don't want to get rid of this stuff. People think it's junk and it's trash and it should go, but that's what's happened for too many years, and now we can't find it anymore. So coming on around back here towards the back of the Cadillac, we got an Edsel front end stashed down here in the weeds. Front end off of a 58. Let's look over here on the side, see what it was. Off of a 58 Pacer. Something that got taken off years ago, stuck here in the corner, and that's where it sits. So, work our way around some of the piles of junk in here, because there are some piles of junk, and we got a shaggin wagon. A big full-size Ford conversion van from the late 70s. It even has the mandatory bubble window in it. In its day, I bet this thing was styling. We can see some of the lines from the striping that this thing had on it. And it was quite a machine in its day. Even had sliding windows with screens in them you could open up. Quite a unit. And oh man, this thing had a ton of shag carpet in it. It had a lot of shag carpet in it. It had like carpet half your house amount of shag carpet in it. Even in the roof and the ceiling had shag carpet and diamond pleat. She's definitely seen better days, and it's been in here for a long, long time based on how far back in here she's stacked. But in its day, this was quite a beast. And you know, as crazy as it is, these vans are making a comeback. They were cool in the 70s. I mean, you had to have a van like this if you were styling in the 70s. So this one, like I said, is pretty rough. It's been hit on this side. In fact, the left side was wrecked years ago. Probably how it ended up in here. But on this side, we can still see a little more of the color. Had some orange. Looks like it had some burgundy down in here. This was a pretty wild custom van in its day, but unfortunately it didn't survive. But it's still here for bits and pieces, especially for the guys that are trying to fix these vans today. So pretty cool to have some of that type of stuff around too. Next to the shaggin wagon, we got a 62 Chevy pickup. This truck's been somewhat taken apart. However, a lot of the parts are in the back of it too. So there's more here than it looks like. Fleet side long bed pickup. Hood, some doors, some other stuff's in the back. So it looks pretty stripped, but there's a lot more there than what looks like at first glance, which is what I'm finding with a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff out here has extra parts in it, on it, around it, things like that. I got to keep my eyes open everywhere I go out here. So catch a couple more real quick before we wrap this video up. We've got a mid-70s 74, 5, 6 era Ford Ranchero. Once again, these cars are getting tough to find. This 70 stuff isn't out there. This car's pretty much intact. Looks like they basically shut the key off. Still got some hubcaps on it. Got a topper, custom topper for a Ranchero, which had to be the way it fits the curves of this body and goes on there and fits the car. So that's something you definitely don't see every day. We come on around the back, and it's a pretty decent old car. Still got the tailgate on it, the trim, the bumper. We'll take a look inside. It's basically just the way it was parked. It's even still got the little plastic console that you used to be able to get at the auto parts store to sit down on your transmission hump for your cup holders, because is what most people don't believe today. Cars used to not have cup holders. So you had to go buy one and sit it on your transmission tunnel. Last thing we got on the other side of this Ranchero, we'll come around the front of the Ranchero, and the front's all still there too. I mean, this car's basically intact. The left side's pretty straight. It just got parked. It got parked and sat out here, and that's where it sits. Last one, we've got another early 80s Ford LTD station wagon. If you're building a family truckster, we've got some extra parts for you. If you want to build a family truckster, I've got one of those too. I've got one of these wagons that is completely intact. If you caught the live video we did on Sunday, March the 1st, there was probably the first 10 minutes of that video, we walked past a pretty much complete about 81 LTD wagon that would make a great family truckster. This car, obviously far from complete. Motor and pannier gone, hood's gone, but there again, a pretty decent body. And if somebody's building a family truckster, where are you going to find Ford station wagon parts at? Come on, work our way back around to the back of the wagon, walk around our Ranchero again. This wagon's kind of in the same shape. Tailgate's there, bumpers there, all the trim's there, the luggage rack is there. You know, so if you're doing a family truckster or something like it and you need some of that trim, where are you going to find it at? Fortunately, we've still got some here. So anyway, I mentioned the live we did on Sunday, March the 1st. If you missed that, check that out. We walked all over the yard for an hour and a half talking to people and talking about things. Had a great time with that. And got any specific questions, just give me a call. It's the only way to get a hold of me, 620-786-4428. And thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your night to hang out with us and check out our stuff. And we will see you on the next episode.